Boss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sock, and today I have something special for you guys. So today, what we're gonna do is a whole lot of bit of different episode. This is episode 2 or 3, but what we're gonna do is just use an abundance of products that I have, different product lines, and we're gonna mash them together. And I'm gonna use them because I enjoy using them as well. And we're gonna go ahead and finish this detail, make a complete detail, making it look just amazing and stunning and getting professional results. And yeah, so pretty much the main part of this vehicle is getting an interior and exterior. I'm gonna fast forward the interior and the wash clay, which I've already prepped the vehicle off camera, but I'm gonna fast forward it and talk about more. But the most important part of this video will be the Drive Auto Appearance Infinite Gloss Ceramic All-in-One Polish. And pretty much what this polish is a primer polish, or you can use it as a standalone. It will last up to 1 year. But I'm gonna use the DIY Detail wool pad to go ahead and get that extra cut, and I'm going to use the pad washes to clean it. I've never really seen any, how do I say it, I've never seen any down or negative effects on using a pad washer with an all-in-one polish. I've never had that experience, but just in case, just for the sake of it, what we're going to do is also, the customer opted for this just to ensure the protections actually last on the paint. We're going to use the SB3 Solo 1 year nano spray coating. I've used this once before. This was gifted to me by Eddie. I've used it on the detail and it works spectacular. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. We're using an abundance of products. We also use an Owner's Pride, which you guys are gonna see. I use the ceramic detailer for the rims to go ahead and protect the rims, the DIY Detail tire dressing, Owner's Pride rinseless wash, the extra tough APC. Pretty much we're mixing, and I'll put everything, a quick little pan of all the actual products that was being used. And I may use the gold standard polish to go ahead and clean up this trim before going ahead and applying solution finish. It all depends. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with the video. And I'm gonna go ahead and just, fast forward everything. And if you guys enjoy this type of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All the products will be down below in the description. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, everyone, so I had a bunch of family members over, so there was a bunch of music playing in the background, and you guys would get a quick gist, how us Latinos do. But pretty much my family was over and they were just blasting music, and you guys will hear it in a little bit just because it was still early morning and it wasn't even blasting yet. But yeah, so this is just a quick walk around. The owner just purchased this used from I think a Lexus dealership, and as you can see, the plastic trim is faded. It already has its swirls, its scratches, its deep gashes, and it even has some touch-up paint water spots on the aluminum trim, as you see on the bottom, and oxidation on the paint. And what we're gonna do is just pretty much revive the entire vehicle. It looks like this vehicle has been polished. It did have some little rotary swirls. It was kind of hard to go ahead and see it because this is such a light color, but in person you're able to see it, and this is one of the gashes. So we're just gonna use an abundance of products, like I said in the intro, just to give the ultimate finish. We're gonna use solution finish for the black plastic trim, ceramic detailers from Owner's Pride, extra tough APC on the wheels and tires, the whole 9 yards. We're just gonna mix and match everything. And we're also gonna use the gold standard polish on those deeper areas where they tend not to pay attention to. And then for the interior, we're going to use Flex Ice and Bio Brake. But I did this off camera because we were pressed for time, and I did had a couple of vehicles that day, so we went ahead and just fast forward to the steaming process, and we did the interior first actually to go ahead and let it dry. And then from there, especially the carpets and mats, and then from there we went ahead and started the exterior, so that way we're able to go ahead and hand the vehicle with no hiccups of it being damp. And yeah, so this is how the interior look, and we're giving it a deep cleaning. You guys will see a big transformation afterwards on how much cleaner just everything looks. Shiny leather is dirty leather. So for the wheels and tires, I ended up using the extra tough APC diluted 5-to-1, and this is gonna yank down all that dirt, grime, browning from the tires. And as I stated on my video before on a lot of bit of episode 2, that if you want something that foams, this is the extra tough APC, and I'm showcasing here as well, so you can see that foaming capabilities and the deep cleaning capabilities they give. And I did clean the tires and rubbers twice, maybe 3 times on certain ones, because it was just such heavy blooming and browning, and the extra tough just took care of it spectacularly. It's probably one of my favorites APCs, including with DIY detail, all clean, and owner's pride grime. So those are pretty much like my favorites at the moment, my tops. So yeah, and I also have Koch Chemi Green Star. I'm gonna do a comparison video on all those 3, and just stay tuned for that. But overall, these are the results you get, and you're gonna see a before and after. As for the contact wash, you already know that I am using, Carpro Descale, and the purpose of the Carpro Descale is it has some water spot removing capabilities, and it's not really to remove actual water spots, it's more of actually removing and unclogging those pores. And we're just gonna hit it with a double whammy. But before that, I did use the DIY detail oil clean to go ahead as an APC rinse, and then I grabbed my green flag tip nylon brush to go ahead and clean the plastic trims first, so that way once I rub my wash mitt down to the bottom, it's not going to be dirty, it's not going to be gritty or anything, and that way we just ensure that the actual plastic trim is clean. And then for the Carpro Descale, it was still early morning, so what we ended up doing was more of just a contact wash. I started off on the shaded area first, because you do not want this to go ahead and dry on the paint, because it is an acidic car soap, and it does smell kind of like medicine type of ish, kind of like, I'm not gonna say rubber tussin, but it smells kind of like medicine, like something that I've had before as a kid. But yeah, so I just go ahead, use a contact wash, and you really want it to dwell onto the paint. You could use it in a foam cannon, but I prefer this method, and that's about it. For the deconning step, we went ahead and used the iron remover from DIY Detail and their clay towel, and then I also did frequently dunk it into the Carpro Descale for extra lubrication, and also did spray owner's pride. This way we were able to go ahead and knock 2 birds with 1 stone and just ensure we remove these water spots. Who knows how long this vehicle has been sitting there in the dealership lot, and also just ensuring that everything's off. And then we actually went to an actual water spot remover, which is owner's pride spotless. It's actually super strong, and you're gonna see in a little bit especially on the hood, that what happened was it was so clogged up with these water spot minerals that we ended up spraying owner's pride, and then it unclogged the pores. And you're gonna see rapid water sheeting. It's not really beading, but we just unclogged the pores of the paint. And here it is, the water is completely flat on the hood, and then from here we just apply owner's pride spotless. You could apply it on wet, and then I do spray it on the towel and just rub it into the paint, and I let it sit there. It is still early morning, so I'm not really worried. It's not hot outside. It's literally about 70 degrees, and it's nothing that I'm worried about. And I did apply it on the aluminum on the bottom, and it helped take care and really diminish those minerals pretty well. And then this is the part where I start spraying water onto the actual hood, and you're going to see the rapid sheeting, and we've unclogged the pores significantly of the paint. And this is really what you need. Sometimes if you have a ceramic coated vehicle and it's not beading the way it used to, probably it is clogged due to salt, road salt, and even dirt and grime that's embedded into the pores of your actual ceramic coating. As we move on to the polishing step, I did use the DIY Detail wool pad and teamed it up with the Drive Automotive Appearance Ceramic All-in-One Polish, Primer Polish. And the only downside about this primer polish, it just doesn't cut enough for me. So I ended up having to switch to the Gold Standard Polish on certain areas where there were darker or harder, swirl marks or rotary marks. And that's just about it. That's just my only gripe. Overall, it's great, especially that you can coat right over it or apply any type of ceramic protection on top of it, and you can also use it as a standalone. I was teaming it up still with a pad washer. I haven't had any issues with any AIOs to go ahead and saying the pad washer prematurely wears or degrades the actual protection, because we are polishing it into the paint, and it really gets embedded into the pores of the paint right away. And this is also just a wipe on wipe off type of all-in-one, and you can use this as a standalone, and it's supposed to last up to 1 year. It's super slick under the towel, and I didn't get any weird streaking or anything like that. But yeah, and then on the roof you'll see me use the DIY Detail Gold Standard polish, and you're gonna see a complete 50-50 of one half to the other, and this paint was pretty much a medium soft paint. And then after this, we just used the SiO2 ceramic prep spray from McKees 37. Is probably still one of my favorites. It's very lubricated, especially if you use a low nap type of towel. You apply it with the fluffy one and then just level off or buff off the prep spray with a low nap, and it's slick under the towel. It's not grabby. It's a very great prep spray all in all. And then from here we just go ahead and move on to applying the actual ceramic coating, which is pretty much just super easy to use. This SB3 nano spray coating is super easy to use. It's literally a baby brother of all ceramic coatings, and it's actually durable. It lasts about 8 to 12 months in New York here, especially with the road salt winter, depending on when you apply the actual coating and if you maintain the coating. Everything needs maintenance in life, and just look at the shine and gloss right away before we even apply the coating. And when we apply this SB3 coating, it just amplifies it tenfold. And the ease of use of this SB3 coating is just top notch. It's just top level. I was showing my cousin, as you see, he's just inspecting the paint, and I'm telling him, you look for the rainbow effect, wait for it to like 50% of it is gone, and it has a long working time. And this day was about 75-80 degrees outside, and we were able to pretty much coat the half the car and the other half, and it was still just easy to use. A little goes a long way. 3 to 4 sprays per panel, or even 2 sprays per panel, and just that's about it. It levels off and it feels slick right under the towel, and the gloss is noticeable. And then after we applied the SB3 coating, we went ahead and applied the solution finish to go ahead and restore the black plastic trim. We did that off camera, but you see it's still glossy when we're doing the walk around, just because we had to do the final steaming inside the interior. And while we let that sit for about 20-30 minutes, we went ahead and just leveled it off with the microfiber towel, and that's about it. It wasn't glossy, it wasn't shiny, and the owner couldn't have been happy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this a bit of different episode 3. Let me know down below in the comment section down below of if you guys enjoyed it and what you guys think about this whole process and the results that we ended up achieving today with all these different chemicals today. So yeah, so that's it. We're close to 1,000 subscribers, and we're close to go ahead and doing that giveaway. We just finished the entire detail on this Lexus. The only thing that's left to do is just steam clean the interior. We already extracted the interior, wiped down the door panels, and I'll show you guys the after. We just got to move this construction truck out of the way, and then we will move this car up and just do the final steaming, because we are steaming the construction vehicle that's right in front of this vehicle. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this type of content. We pretty much use a whole bunch of different products, Carpro Descale to help aid in water spot removal. Then we doubled it down with Owner's Pride Spotless to remove more water spots or remove the minerals in itself, so that way when we polish it out, they don't resurface. Then we use Solution Finish to restore the plastic trim, the Gold Standard polish, and the Drive Automotive Appearance ceramic all-in-one polish, primer polish. We used it on pretty much the areas that didn't have a lot of scratches or swirls to begin with. But on the lower areas where there were deeper scratches, we went ahead and used a Gold Standard polish with the wool pad, and we used the wool pad on both. That way we're able to go ahead and apply the SB3's 1-year spray coating, which pretty much in reality will probably last about 8 to 12 months. Depending on how it's maintained. If it's neglected, it probably lasts 6 months, but you will still have the reflection. You see the shine, the gloss on the paint. We call it like the baby brother of a ceramic coating. And then from here, after that, we applied the DIY Detail tire dressing on the tires. On the rims, we applied the ceramic detailer from Owner's Pride. And yeah, just an abundance of products. And then when to use the panel prep, we use the McKees SiO2 prep spray. It's a great prep spray. I've been using it for years already, and definitely one of my favorites as well. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. All the products will be down below in the description. If you guys want 10% off any Owner's Pride products, use code EcoWashTheWorld. If you guys want 10% off any extra tough APC or extra tough wheel and tire cleaner, use code Detailing Made Simple 10 off. And then if you guys want 10% off DIY Detail products, use code DMS at checkout for 10% off. So this way you guys save something and you guys can get these type of results. I do not have any Drive Automotive Appearance discount codes or anything, so you know, just go ahead and I'll probably link Eddie's or something. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this type of content. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. All right, everyone, so here are the final results, and just look how stunning this vehicle came out. And this is what I was talking about, the solution finish on the black plastic trim. It still looks wet just because we were letting it just sit there for about 20-30 minutes before we went ahead and leveled off the excess. But overall, just an amazing night and day difference. This vehicle looks 10 times better than what the dealership gave it to them, or what the dealership did for their little prep process. We even removed the water spotting that was on the aluminum or steel trim, and it just looks absolutely amazing. All the products will be down below in the description with all, you know, codes depending on which product line it is. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this content, and just look how stunning the vehicle came out. Even the interior was just a big night and day difference. And yeah, so see you guys on the next one. Peace.